Hi everyone, Christina Werner here. Welcome to another video for SimonsStamp.com. Today I'm using the new Deco Fall stamp set from Paper Smooches. This is a Stamptember 2019 stamp set. So this is one that if you like it, you want to grab it as soon as you can because it's limited time only, and once it's gone, it's gone. Starting out with some Neenah Desert Storm Environmental cardstock. This is cut to 5 by 7. It's going to cover the entire front of my card. And I've taken that Welcome Autumn stamp set and I positioned it over my card with a grid transparency sheet inside my Misty stamp positioning tool. That grid transparency just makes sure I have my greeting on there just right. I've stamped that in some Versamark ink. And then I'm coating the stamped words with some alabaster embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. I hit that with my heat tool, making sure to go from the back of the cardstock to the front and kind of taking my time, not getting it too close to the cardstock. And that makes it so that it melts all the embossing powder, but it doesn't warp the cardstock too much. Now I'm going to do a bunch of stamping. I'm going to be doing some multicolor stamping with Distress Oxide inks, starting out with Mustard Seed, and I'm going to ink up just 1/2 of this leaf shape. I want to make sure it's nice and inky. Then I'm going to take a paper towel and use my fingers to dab off some of that ink right at that bottom line where it transitions into the rest of the leaf. I'll go ahead and swing the door of my Misty over, and that stamps only the top half of the leaf. Now I'm going to take another color. This is Ripe Persimmon, and I'm putting that on the bottom half of the leaf that had no ink on it before. I'll take that paper towel and dab off that area where the two colors transition. That just softens the line of ink. So now when I stamp it in the same place as it was before, it adds the orange color to the bottom of that leaf image. I'm now going to use a pumpkin image from the stamp set, and I'm using some aged mahogany ink. I'm doing the same exact steps where I ink up just half of the stamp, use the paper towel to soften the bottom line of that ink, and then add an additional color of ink. The color I'm using is Ground Espresso, and I'm going to put that on the bottom of the pumpkin area, and then once again use that paper towel and my fingertips to dab off that top line of ink. This is going to transition the color from that dark maroon red down into the brown. So when you're doing stamping like this multicolor stamping, you want to make sure that your cardstock is always nice and tight in the corner of your stamp positioning tool. And you want to check it multiple times, because if that cardstock is off at all at any time during your stamping, you might get some weird double stamping, or the images might not line up the second time you stamp. So I moved on and I did some more colors. I'm using Mustard Seed into Pine Needles. And I think this might be my favorite color transition of all the stamping I did on this card. That yellow to the green, it's just so bright and vibrant. But by pairing that bright leaf color with some more fall tones, you have more of a fall look. And that's definitely what I'm going for, especially with that green that says Welcome Autumn. So I'm going to turn on a little bit of music so you can enjoy all of the stamping. And I will be back when all of the stamping is complete. After I filled in all the little gaps with some of the smaller leaves, I then took a white pen, this is a Jelly Roll number 10 bold pen, and added some little dots and some little sparkles just to fill in some of those gaps going all the way around my stamped images. And to really play off that white that's on the greeting and also the dots and little sparkles, I cut some very thin strips of white cardstock and then adhered them in a frame going around my card. My card base is going to be white so that when I open the card, there's a nice clean area to write a message inside. And like I mentioned before, this is a 5x7 card. So my card base is cut to 7 inches tall by 10 inches wide. And then I used a Score Buddy and a Teflon bone folder to score this card base at 5 inches. I put some adhesive on the front of the card base. This is Tombow Extreme Adhesive. And then I pressed my card design down onto that folded cardstock. And that finishes the card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I mentioned before, this stamp set is limited edition for Stamptember 2019. So if you want this stamp set, you might want to act quickly. I have links down below in the supplies section where you can click over and get this stamp set right away over at simonstamp.com. Thanks so much for watching today's video. On screen, I have 3 more videos for you to check out. You can click over and get some more card inspiration. Before you go, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you guys in another video very soon.